Welcome to our module on puppy biting. Puppy biting and mouthing is a very natural and normal behavior. It is how puppies learn and explore their world. Puppies explore with their mouths, since they don't have hands, and they use biting during play and sometimes while looking for attention and interactions from us or from other pups. Puppies learn to control the pressure of their bites from playing with other puppies and from feedback from us. Bite pressure is called bite inhibition. In many ways, it's actually important for us to initially allow very young puppies to do some biting so that they have some context in which to learn about their jaw strength and not bite us so hard. As they get older, we want to tolerate less biting by removing ourselves or giving timeouts more often for any biting at all. When a puppy is playing with another puppy and he bites his little friend too hard, the other puppy typically yelps and leaves the playtime, or at least there's an interruption in the play. This becomes a learning opportunity for our puppies. They realize that what they just did in biting too hard stopped their fun playtime. If they don't have other pups to play with, we can help to teach them about biting in this same way. Our puppies need to learn that biting humans is not the appropriate way to play with us. We can help them understand this by offering or redirecting them to toys, tug ropes, or chews instead of our skin or clothing. It's important to also teach kids that if their puppy is biting them, to cross their arms and slowly walk away from the play, and not to hit or yell at their puppy. They should also call an adult for help if they are feeling overwhelmed. It's also good to have some baby gates up around your home so that kids can escape to a puppy free, safe zone. Kids are extra fun for puppies since they're usually displaying quick, play enticing movements and sometimes screaming just to add to that fun for the puppy. So, another idea is to have a drag line on your puppy so that adults can easily grab onto that boisterous puppy, especially if they're getting too rough with the children. And it's always really important for children and puppies to be supervised by an adult at all times. We should also anticipate the times at which our puppies get especially bitey, so look for patterns in your puppy's day. Typically, these bitey times are in the morning and the evening, as dogs are crepuscular. So ensure you get some fun things ready for your puppy to do in order to give them some alternative outlets other than biting. Puppies also can get bitey if they're overstimulated or understimulated. You will need to determine your own puppy's behavior and modify some things in their environment. You can add additional playtime, or alternatively, if your puppy's overstimulated, put them in their playpen with a bone or a long lasting chew to help them settle and get some much needed rest. An important matter for our puppies is to ensure that we never use harsh verbal or physical reprimands. Some people will also tell you to yelp if your puppy bites you. And that definitely works for some puppies, but for other puppies, they can get scared. And for some, it actually makes them more overstimulated and more bitey. So just really get to know and gauge your puppy and see what works best for them. And also, please don't ever hold your puppy's mouth closed if he's biting. This can lead to a variety of other issues, including the possibility of distrust or fear of human hands. And we want to teach our puppies what we want them to do. We want to show and provide them with the things that they are permitted to bite and chew on, since this is actually normal behavior. Some ideas to help resolve and diminish puppy biting include slowly but immediately withdrawing yourself from the situation when they bite your skin or clothes. So, this should be consistent practice and have all family members doing the same thing so that our puppies aren't getting mixed messages when they're allowed to bite some people in the family but not others. Another thing you can do is put your puppy in their playpen for a short timeout, but always ensure that they have something to do in their pen, a chew bone, a toy, or a stuffed Kong. The best course of action for a bitey puppy is to redirect them to things that they can bite on. The next best action is to stop the play or interaction and implement a brief timeout where either you leave the play and go behind a baby gate or a door, or the puppy goes to their playpen. Be prepared with lots of toys, tug ropes, and long lasting chews or bones for your puppy to chew on. Make sure you do have a playpen where you have somewhere safe to put them because they simply might need to have some rest or a nap. And remember that when puppies start teething, sometimes their biting and nipping can become more pronounced. Remember to reward good behavior. What gets rewarded gets repeated. So, also don't ever punish your puppy for biting or nipping. And I also discourage the use of hands to roughhouse with puppies. Remember that sometimes a quick training session can snap your puppy out of a bitey moment. So just suddenly start saying things like sit or down or do a hand target if they know that, because suddenly then it gives them something else to do other than the biting. So the bitey phase can usually last up to 6 months and it shouldn't go on beyond that. They usually do grow out of it if we're using and implementing consistent strategies. And attending a positive puppy play group or socialization class can help your puppy to learn good play skills as well as bite inhibition. So, in this section, we've been talking about happy puppies that are bitey and loose and wiggly and floppy. So, if you have a puppy who is stiff or freezes and growls and then bites, this is likely fearful, and that is a different issue that you should discuss with your trainer. So, we always want to take note of the body language signals that might indicate fear. This includes barking or growling while backing away and hiding, growling, and looking for a tail that's tucked under the puppy's body, as that also indicates fear. So these photos include pictures of a real life puppy owner who has experienced those needle sharp teeth. So if your hands or your arms look like this, you are not alone in the world. And remember that your puppy is not being bad. They just have very sharp teeth right now that can catch our fragile skin and make us bleed quite easily. Thank you for joining us for this module, and we'll see you in the next one.